Good evening, everyone. Are we live? Are we on? Are we here? Are we in Melbourne? Are we in Victoria? Are we having fun? Are we ready to smash life? How is about life? Being, holding, energizing, clearing. How are we doing? I really want to hear hello from everyone. Yasu, hoping, happy birthday for yesterday, Tam. Hello, hello, hello. And I just want you all to see and to be and to connect. Tonight we're having a very deep live session. And it's gonna be a very real, very strong, it's not that it's not usually, but who are my Facebook people here saying hello? They need to say hello. Beside of Angela, I see a few people joining. I'm just gonna Palo Santo us. Hello, Francis. Hello to all. Just a little bit of Palo Santo, which will soon be back in stock and I'll be able to sell them to you. And some sage here. If you are here with us, hello, Dana Ark. Just a bit of sage, just a bit of everything, because you know what? Energies have been so heavy. Energies has been so heavy and so strong. Stay, because I'm going to do a very strong reading for each and everyone who would like and want. So we're going to do this. Basically, today's subject is about what does it mean to live a double life? What does it mean to live a double life? I see a few more viewers here. Say hello if you can, so I'll be able. Hello, Apu79. It's an interesting name, Apu. Who is here? Just say more. I want to see a little bit more. Today, what we're going to talk about, it's been the least frustrating, challenging week, at least for me. I'm sure that there are people here that are, you're all still burning here in my seashell. No, I don't smoke. Hello. My aim is to help us all. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sharon Tal and I'm the Soul Alchemist. My aim is to help each and every one of us to live in our full expression. Okay? To live, Shalom Aviram, to live in our actualization, which will be supporting each and every one to fulfill what they really want to have in their life. Whatever you want to achieve, I'm here to help you and support you. What we need to do for that is to really look at the obstacles that we might have for us, standing upon us, and Yasu Dion, the obstacle that stands among us before us, and we need to shift them, to move them, to clear them, let go of the obstacles, and to overcoming and to achieve everything that you want. So do you feel that you are achieving everything that you can be? Or beside of our lovely restriction that we have here, we are not achieving what we want to achieve. I can give you, someone wrote earlier today about what was your, hello 007, what were your frustration this week? And I was like, oh, okay, so from having a festival hasn't done to not being able to help clients, for being in lockdown, can't go much further, having all this stock that I was doing in the middle of production, and finally I'm going to showcase to you my beautiful products that were created here in this past 3 weeks. Oh, because next week was supposed to be the long weekend, and the big sale. However, I truly hope that we won't be in lockdown, so at least the clients that I moved from last week, this week, will be able to come next weekend. So I really hope that. I would like to start. Oh, by the way, and I'm going to offer you a very big discount as well on the products, because guess what? There's lots of products to be sold. So any gifts that you need, any birthdays, weddings, engagement, housewarming, just visiting, and for yourself, of course, call, text, buy. You'll get a very big special. So what does it mean living double life? Living a double life, that means that you're not being fully authentic within yourself, or that you are being forced to keep one life here, but then there is a whole different gamut of epic other stuff that is happening that is not real. Again, what does it mean? It means that whether you're in fight, flight, or freeze. Oh, I knew that the cat was watching. I'm being watched. When you are being in fight, flight, freeze, okay, today's subject is not, are you having an affair? Are you doing things? Are you a spy? I love that, double life, living a double life. When I spoke to my client, how did it all come about? I spoke to a client virtually on Sunday. And what we've realized, it was actually the whole theme of Sunday. And what we've realized is that you have a voice, you have a being, you have an ability to actually connect to the world. However, deep inside, there is a whole different world there. And that world is usually being based on your trauma. Who can relate to that? You're functioning, whatever your current age is, but then there's a whole different aspect that is usually way younger, and that is the age where your trauma has occurred. So can you please text me, how old are you? How young are you? Kiora. How old or young are you? And is there an aspect of yourself that is still functioning from a trauma? Write to me, please. Looking. Lena, how young or old are you? 007. Dion. Is there a part in you, okay, so Angela, 38, is there a part of you that is still in a trauma? And if so, what is the age of the trauma that you are in? Because there's another layer for it. So I would like to share with you. So I would like to get some information. 41. Great. More. Give me more ages. Come on. Oh, 55. Beautiful. You don't look a day. 55, Mr. Aviram. Yes. 9. Yes. However, Lena, 43 and a day for you, Tamara. Happy birthday again. 42. Yep. Now, is there any age that is a trauma that might still affect you in some forms? So yes, Lena, you might say that you've worked on it like 9 and you've worked on it for a long time. However, is there still any twist or anything that might happen that will lead you to doubt yourself, that will lead you to take things personally immediately as an autopilot, as if it's your fault? Can it be that any of that can be your fault? Yep. looking. Because then what usually happens is that you are, hey Salwa, yep. Usually what will happen, that will be an age where you had a trauma, major trauma, and you had to learn to adapt and to overcome. Adapt and overcome will lead you into that level of perhaps, what have I done wrong? Where are things are happening? How am I doing? And where is it my fault? Okay? So where is it your fault? I am totally and absolutely sure that a lot of you knows that your current self is okay, that your current self is doing what needs to do. However, there is a part of you that will doubt it. There's a part of you that will question it. There's a part of you that will say, hang on, am I doing the right thing? Is it me? Which leads you to question/doubt yourself. Well, it really depends if you are doubting yourself from love or doubting yourself from fear. I'm asking you. Hello, Karen. Always what, Vanita? Always doubting? Now, how much does it really help you in your life? You know, there's a chapter in my book. By the way, I've set the dates. I don't know if you all got my newsletter. Part of my book, there is a lesson called doubt. Oh, first of all, trust versus doubt. See, I just did doubt, and that's what came up immediately. But there is that part, 7 distortion of self-identity. There is the doubt versus questioning. If you want to come and do the course, it will be so good. And I'm going to do it no matter what, right? There are few people who have done the course. Yeah. When you are doubting yourself and you're coming from fear, it's a problem. When you are asking yourself, questioning, it's not a problem. Because you need to ask, is it my fault? Have I done something wrong? The problem, or my problem, or what I would like to present before you, is that when you're coming from that basically double life, that little part that is always been stressed, upset, doubted, and questioned, but not always positive, will always say to you that it's your fault, that you've been the wrong one, that you've been the bad one, that you've been the naughty one, because someone else in the past has already created that pattern. So with us, we have a beautiful person that have caught her father having an affair. She actually had proof. She actually knew it, and she actually was very, very straight about it. When she went to the parent, she was basically thumb down, called name, refused to be acknowledged. And since then, she's been doubting herself, or she's been really, really in pain because she hasn't been accepted. Now, if you know something, if you saw something, if it is the truth, and you've got the proof, facts, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, but it's still being said to you, you're wrong. How much are you going to doubt yourself? How much are you going to then question everything and everyone? Question relationships. Question friendships. Questions, hey, are they going to believe me? Am I saying the truth? Am I right? Wouldn't you start to doubt yourself, especially if one of the parents is telling you something is wrong? What do you think? And that person, since then, but not anymore, had really effed up relationships since. And then she said, F it. to life and made sure that she was doing whatever she wanted because she couldn't trust the adults. Does that make sense? This is taking into the fight. So she fought in her own way to get her own validity and said, F it. However, when you are feeling and knowing that you're being heard, then it's gonna give you a whole different aspect of things, right? Because you've been acknowledged. If the other people would have the dignity to own it, then what would have happened to that person? Would they still be in that level, on that mission, on that pathway? No, they won't. Okay? Now, how many times crap happened to you and you had to suppress it, and you had to cover it, you had to push it down, and then you had to imagine it's enmeshed in you, and you had to imagine that it never happened before. I want to see likes, ticks. I want to hear if it's happened to you or not. Because you were told that you must not air the dirty laundry, whatever the expression is, outside. You're not showing all the dirt outside. You have to keep it indoor. Dzień dobry. You always keep all the secrets inside the house. Okay? No. I want you to clear these energies for yourself. So when you're being told to be quiet and to let go, dirty linen, thank you. I always know that there will be someone who will improve my English expression, even after 20-something years here. Thank you. Told to be quiet and to let it go. So you're letting it go, but is it really leaving you? No. Does it live with you? Yes. Do you have to live with those secrets? Yes. Does that mean that you have to smile on the outside, but have this horrible, horrific trauma within you? And the trauma doesn't have to necessarily be, as I said before, a person can only witness, and that is enough. But is that really justifying it? No. So what I would like you to do is to actually write down the things. And someone wrote here, yes, I keep it to myself until I lose my and then it's too late. And then people say, oh, why do they have such a strong temper? Oh, why is it really happening like this? Because you've been suppressing and suppressing and suppressing, and then it all comes up. So think about it as if the cup is already full because you've been suppressing and keeping it quiet, and it wouldn't be just one, it will be a lot. And then just one thing is enough, and boom. Imagine that you have maybe 40, 50,000 pictures on your phone, and then, well, that's me. And then you just add in like, sorry, there's no space. Oh, but I really need it. But you need to let go. How will you let it go? Imagine that you're pouring stuff, but then you feel just a little bit more. You know, that's why they said the straw that broke the camel's back. All it took is one straw because it was full and full and full and full and full and full outside of this screen. So what are you doing about all of that fullness? How are we going to empty that? Now, I hear a lot of stories about abuse. I hear a lot of stories about what's happened to people. I've done over 35,000 clients hours. Next month, and if you are a member of my newsletter and such, it will be 20 years to my clinic. Trust me, I've seen enough. A lot, more than enough. And on top of my experience and my personal experience and what I've went through in my life, it's enough, okay? What drives me cray-cray is that I'm hearing the submission in the voice, the acceptance that this is what it is. This is the acceptance of the shit that had happened to you, because you can't influence it anymore. You cannot influence it. The injustice. Like, I know I have people from the Indian community. So for the first year, correct me if I'm wrong, the bride has to go to the mother-in-law and basically do whatever the mother-in-law says for the year, for the whole year. I know that it's in other cultures, but it just came to mind now. Does that make you a slave to do everything? Well, that's the tradition, and that's what you need to do, and la 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 la. Don't accept it. But you can't, because that's the tradition. There are so many awkward traditions that people just don't have the power to change them, because they're already part of it. It's already been generations upon generation. And I'm saying, how can we still create a win-win? How can you create a win-win? Can you tell me? Because what you are doing, you're pretending that everything okay, you're keeping the face, you're doing it, but it's not. I know someone that was under very severe abuse in her young childhood. She suppressed it so much because the person that did it to her and her sister, hi Natalie, the person that did it to her and her sister told her, who was younger than her, he said to her, well, if you will let me abuse you, I won't touch your sister. But he still touched her sister. And she had to be quiet. But guess what? When she did say it to her mom and dad, or to her mom, the mom said, you're talking nonsense. It's not true. And she kept sending her to that neighbor. So can you please tell me what hope that child had? So she had to keep on persevering, keep on being abused, keep on doing everything, because where will you go at 6 and 8? Where will you go? You can't go. You can't go anywhere. You're stuck. Can you think how horrific it is? And that person today has complex PTSD, which is looping, because no matter what they say, they are not being heard, they are not being believed, they are not being accepted for who they are and what they are. I have another person here that the child wasn't from the same father, and the grandma, the mother of the husband, wanted to kill her. So at the age of 2, it was overseas, she was given to someone to take her and to put her in the forest. Was it a 2-year-old or a baby's fault that it was not legit, that it was done as an affair? How can it be the child's fault? So for years upon years, the grandma did not accept her and tried to kill her. Literally, legit. She's here with us in the call, in the chat. WTF. How can it be a baby's fault? Kick the mother out, but not the child. So someone wrote here, use your voice or your feet. And I'm saying, sure, but if you don't know where to go, the people are feeling trapped. The people have no choice and they have no influence over the situation. Hence, you're starting to live your double life. Does that make sense? So what does double life mean to you? Because then what they do, then what is happening the people are starting to disassociate from their body. The people are starting to fight, flight, freeze. They try to fight. Hi, Judy. They try to fight, but then they are not connecting. If they cannot fight, they go into the flight. If they cannot flight, Shalom Irit. If they cannot flight, they go into freeze. And freeze is an acute state of stress. I'm getting all goosebumped to even say that. So which one of you had a trauma in their life that they had to suppress and pretend that it wasn't there, and then to live their life as if everything was normal? I can say that I did. Who else? Who else suffered from pain, from suppression, from attacks, from stress, from being told that they are lying, or being asked to ignore while they were pretending that everything was clear and normal on the outside? Ciao Bella. I would say each and every one of us. But I want you to own it before I'm going to give you that process. Because we're going to do a process to clear it. As well, you know how my brain just creates and creates and creates, right? I'm just looking at the stuff. Yes, I create things. But again, during last week, 2 weeks ago, and I'm a very good manifester. And hey, Casey, good to see you. We're talking about living a double life. Living among the trauma and pretending that everything is all dandy, all good. And then another aspect, before I'll actually go to that, another aspect that yes, the price of you keeping everything calm but living with that trauma is that this part will have a form of addiction. This will be the fight, flight, freeze, and there will be a form of addiction here. Is the addiction can be food, the addiction can be alcohol, the addiction can be smoking or drugs or electronics or shopping or gambling or food generally, or fat fried food, or any food, or sweet food, right? So what is your vice, people? Because that part, so I've been working, so this week I've worked with a 37-year-old. Everything is good, high level job. I take my hat off for her. Amazing, really high level job, multi-dimensional, doing everything, fantastic, right? Eating healthy, eating super healthy. Yet then, when she is overwhelmed, when she is stressed, this one kicks in. And acting like a 3-year-old. So 37 jumping into 3-year-old. Because guess what happened at 3? Her parents divorced. Her parents divorced at 3. What does she go to here? So eating healthy, eating shit. Eating the ice creams, eating a food that a 3-year-old would like. And I'm like, okay. And another person will go for cheese and bread, cheese. Each one will have their own vice. If the trauma has been later, like for example, the 40-something-year-old that has caught her dad cheating at 17, alcohol. That will be the vice then. Alcohol. Because that's what 17-year-olds do. Right? And other stuff. But mainly, those addiction will be connected to their age. okay? So this is where this part will have its addiction. Either fight, flight, freeze. Okay? Make sense? So where are you? Can you tell me what you are? Fight, flight, freeze, or food, or what will it be? Can you tell me what's your addiction? Just write me a quick one. Yeah. Francis, calm on the surface, but paddling like... Exactly. Not getting your ducks in a row, but you're swimming like a duck. All good, but craziness. So what is your addiction? What is your vice? So what I started to say that I have creating, I don't even have a label, but you can definitely pre-order because we have made 40 of them. I have 40 of them, and this is like, get ready for the name. I am at peace. So I have them, but I don't have a label. The graphic designer will come tomorrow, and then I might have the labels by Monday or Tuesday. Doesn't matter, we're in lockdown, dudes. But I have them ready, so that is good. Honey, food, sweets, shopping. Yep, give me some more. Fight. What is your vice? Let me read to you what this one has, because this is quite amazing. So, first of all, this is the new booklet that I've been working on. I am at peace. Here is the affirmation that I wrote for it. Cheese, crackers, dips, and what was the age, Magda? Cheese, crackers, and dip is quite mature, quite elegant, might I say. Affirmation. Yeah, I'm just checking if it's the latest one, sorry. Actually, say it with me and we'll take it together. Ready? This is the I am at peace. I'll take a dose and then I will take one for all of us. And we will say it together. And even if you're watching it in the replay, it's still the energy is here. I am now connected to my true purpose and soul mission in this lifetime. I now release and overcome all obstacles on a mortal and immortal, earthly and ethereal plane. It is safe for me to achieve my goals with my own internal approval. I am now aligned to my soul with peace on all levels and dimensions. And my hands are actually burning. So alcohol, cheese, food, sex, alcohol, I want you to connect it to the age that you were in. Can you feel the energy? Because it literally comes through. And I hope that you can all feel it. I am at peace. I am at peace is like, OMG, seriously. It's still the energy. I can't take my hands off. I can't take them down. I need to send you still more energy. So it has, what they say, peyote. Very good, Lena. Thank you. When people are choosing to disconnect from their body, hi Joe, people are choosing to disconnect from the body because it's too hard. It has calcara, where people creating fantasy world when it's a bit too much. And it has coffee, which people who drink a lot of coffee will have a exaggerated and strong nervous system, can be agitated, can be coffeed, and it will affect the cortisol, it will affect the adrenal cortex, and it will be very hard and help you to be people who has that, they will actually respond like a frightened child. My hands are on fire, people. I'm sending it all to you now. I would like us all to be at peace. This is just the first remedy. Please let me know if you want to get them. The other part of it that I wrote, and that's what's going to be on the label, I'm literally giving you like raw material here. Balancing the intense spiritual sensitivity and day-to-day struggles. Some feel living on the earthly plane, and it targets inner peace and security in the world. And that is very hard these days to find that security, especially with this constant going. So I want you, with all my heart, to actually get off that automatic pilot that puts us here in this response of the fight, flight, freeze, and be able to commence actions in your current age. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 70s even I have here. And that is okay. So as soon as you will break your auto reaction, your double life will actually cease to exist. The fight, flight, freeze is gone, and you'll be able to leave all that trauma away. You'll be able to live your life like the adult and the spiritual person that you are. Does that make sense? Give me some response here. Remember, I'm not a preacher. I just want us all to wake up to whatever we can. So I'll repeat it again. Having a double life is having your current life, because I have quite a lot of people who come to see me and they want to shed weight. Ask one person, are you happy with your weight? No, I can lose another this, I wanted this, Okay, good. I'm glad to have all this beautiful response here. However, right? This knows how to shed the weight. And that's what, there are people who go into other modalities and they want to shed weight. Let's do this, let's do that, let's do stomach, let's do hypno, let's do, with respect to all of this. Respect, respect, respect. But let me tell you this way, is there anyone that doesn't know what to eat? Is there anyone that doesn't know what's the right food for them? Seriously. Right. Unless you're allergic to stuff. Otherwise, we all know what's right food, what's wrong food, what will help us to shed the weight. But then what happens? Bum, bum, bum. The epic reaction of the fight, flight, freeze, also known as EFIT, because I know that there's potentially a child watching here. It is the part that you say to yourself, fuck it. And once that you're saying that, all hell breaks loose. There is then a rebel in here. There is a rebel, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 17-year-old, whatever years old, that hasn't been heard, that hasn't been accepted, that hasn't been acknowledged. Okay? And that part is rebelling. That part is the one that sent you to McDonald's in the middle of the night, the drive-through. This part is the one that makes you do alcohol, cheese, food, sex. Someone wrote alcohol twice. That part that will be gambling, shopping, doing everything that they don't need to do. But why? Because it comes from that fight, flight, freeze, fuck it. Maybe I should change it to 4 Fs, not just 3. Do you agree with that? I'm waiting to hear some acknowledgement. Do you agree with that? Give me some tick, 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 tick. This is your double life. I know that it sounded as if you're a spy, but actually there is a spy inside of us. Cassie, I missed you. I want to hear those yeses. So now what? Are you ready to put those things together and to clear them and to shift it, at least to acknowledge it? A lot of you here have been my clients, are my clients, have been my clients, will be my clients. Who knows? What we're going to do is to actually shift away and merge it and heal that part in you that won't be overcoming this. And this is where the problem starts. Capish, comprende, verstå, whatever other languages, mevin, comprend. No more allowing that trauma part take over us and put us down, because it had enough. It had enough of the lack of that acknowledgement. It's amazed me because I've been working with my inner child for so many years, yet it is still so many aspects there are still happening. And guess what it is? There's still more aspects, and I just have to accept it. Okay, here we go again. I hear you, I see you, I acknowledge you. So what I would like you to do, if you can, because we are 40 minutes into our broadcast, really time flies when you have fun. What I would like you to do, please, if you can, is to close your eyes for a second, and I want you to connect and acknowledge and tell me which part of you needs, craves your awareness, your acknowledgement, because you've suppressed that part of you. Can you please tell me, pretty please? Which part within you can put your hand on your heart. You can put your right hand on your heart. You might be able to connect to a sensation, not necessarily an age, but what's that sensation? Is it frustration? Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it anguish? Is it why nobody is listening to me? Is it abandonment? Is it rejection? Again, in my book, I'm telling you what are the emotions that relates to each element. Hello, Jenny. You're connecting with us as we're doing a practice here. So, what emotion are we letting go of? So, rejection goes with sweetness. Sweet goes to betrayal, rejection, and abandonment, and drama. Ooh, a lot of drama. If you crave salty food, it goes to anxiety and fear, to the bladder and kidney. If your alcohol and fat-fried food, it's the liver and the gallbladder, which is anger and frustration and shouting. If it's shopping, if it's gambling, if it's porn, sex, shopping, gambling, porn, sex, electronics, like people who are on the phone, it's their fire, it's their heart, it's their adrenals. That's where they escape. So, and smoking and food will be the metal, the large intestine and the lungs. Salam salam, ya Rodney. It's good to see you. So what is it? So some people say 10-year-old frustration. Some people saying sweet anxiety that will be salty, being scared, angry, sad, and frustrated. A lot of things are coming up. This is where you need to actually see and acknowledge. So let's close our eyes and just acknowledge it. Just acknowledge that sweetness, that craving, what age it's connected to. Can we just do that for a sec? Let's do that. And I want you to say to this part, energy is moving. I want you to tell to that part in you, I love you. I'm sorry that it happened to you. The adult in me now promises to support you. I acknowledge you, I love you, I hold you. I'm here with you and for you. Please forgive me for not being able to be there for you. But now I am. Nobody listened to us. Nobody accepted what we were saying. They told us to be quiet. They told us to shut up. They told us that they will harm and hurt other people if we will speak up. But now I give you permission to speak up. I give you permission to be. I give you permission to exist. And once that you are enabling and allowing that part to exist, tell me how it feels. Tell me how it feels to recognize, hold, and acknowledge. And I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you. You were not able to be there because you were it. I'm sorry that it happened, acknowledges it from the adult that you are now to that part within you. Does that make sense? So once that you're holding that part within you, thank you, Cass. Once that you're holding that part within you, now I would like you to start to develop a relationship with that inner part. Because guess what? Nobody listened to that part in you. Nobody was there. And now instead of having double life, we're actually merging it together. We are merging it to allow yourself not to do it. I know that there'll be someone who will watch the repost. The father left before she was even born. And the mother had to raise her in the village. And then when they came here, and it happens a lot with immigrants, the mother worked and worked and worked that she will be able to afford to give the child the private school. But every time that the mom was unwell or sick, the uncle used to say, "You're going back to the country that you came from." And she was terrified because does she really want to go back to the village, or she's starting to love her life here? There was no one there, otherwise they wouldn't come, would they? So to live with this fear, that woman today is amazing. She's a mother. She's superhuman mother. I salute her every time. And I know that she has done her best, but she's been a super mom. And she sacrificed herself for her children. And some of my work with her is to stop that because she needs to live for herself. Does that make sense? Good. All right, so how are you feeling now? Cohesion, togetherness, calming, what else? How are we feeling now? Can you give me some feelings there? Give me some feelings. Because everybody knows to keep a face and everybody knows how to, fake it till they make it, I guess. I want you to ask from that little one to actually give you a sign. So even if you're craving, with me, the craving was for the simplest potato chips. That's it, salt. No salt and vinegar, nothing, salt. Because that's how it was in Israel. So that was the simple one, tapu chips. But it wasn't. So every time that I got it here, I was like, What does she need? What does she want? So write to me, please. Tell me how it is. Let me just sage it. And do you have any questions? Let's sage and sage. And Palo Santo. So let me know as well if you want to pre-order the I Am at Peace, because it is amazingly and the bomb. Can I show you some of my new products? We're still here. Let me show you. I've created those very two cuties, the box. It's the duo scents. Because I've created two perfumes, two scents. And there are two little puppies. And they're so cute. So that is an amazing new product. So you won't have to choose or pick the scent. And you can have them both. Do you have any questions? No questions? Beautiful. This is the private collection. This is a hand sanitizer. So I've created hand sanitizers in two amazing scents, signature and private collection. And I had a friend who used it and she said, but I've put like 2 or 3. I'm like, no, you only need one. One, and it's strong and it's powerful and it's clearing. And room spray, that all you do, see that it's new. You just do 1 or 2 sprays and it just fills the room with beautiful scent. This is so heavy. This is like 60 hours will be. This is a beautiful candle and it comes with a beautiful box that afterwards you can put your sage in it, or you can put other stuff in it. And look at the beautiful candle. And it has selenite in it. And you can burn it along. And the baby candles have amethyst, rose quartz. Oh, something happened here. I'm not so sure what is happened. Here we go. I'm not sure if I'm back. Are we back? I'm not sure. Can you still see me, guys? Girls? Guys? Girls? These ones, okay, it shows that I'm still on Facebook, but I don't know if people in Facebook can see me. This one has amethyst, rose quartz, and citrine. So each one of them, those are like bullet heads. Those are alone, actually the level is like $10. So I love it and I want everything. People on Facebook, can you please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me or see me? Insta, we're on, that is good. I think the Wi-Fi just dropped. Another beauty of the beauties of here. Let's see. I'm not sure. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, and my other product. This is just from the Scent of the Soul. This is my beautiful diffuser. So, as you know, I've launched those products in... oh, someone just said that the live has stopped. I don't know why. Okay. That's a problem with an event that it doesn't continue. So if I will end it, no, I don't want to end it. Sorry. It is still not even half, and I've done it in December. So what can I say? So that is good. I really don't know what to tell you. Cancel. Let's just hope that it is being restored. Reload. I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, time for readings. Connect streaming software. I don't know what it is. Sorry, Facebook. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So, who wants a card? Who wants a card? Who wants a card? They're not. They're beautiful choices. They're a whole new family. And of course, you have 22. You have 22 new elixirs. Some of them are new, some of them are not. I think that there is a problem here with Facebook, so I guess I just have to stop it, sadly. Sorry. Okay, so readings. Let's do that. Well, Cass was the first one who did. Me. Let us do it. Let us do it. I hope that they will jump into to Insta. Trying to stream it on 2 levels. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to sage the cards. So those are from my own deck, Sharon Tal from Survive to Thrive. Okay. How sad. Just as we get to the fun. All right, so let me just do this and do this. And do this. Every day I'm shuffling. Let us shuffle here. And all right, let us start here. Hey, beautiful. We don't know why it ended. Thanks, Ange, for jumping in. All right, ready? So, Cass, you the first one. Here is your card. Happiness. Your card is happiness. And guys and girls, you can say the affirmation as I read it because we are all part of it, okay? So I'm now willing, ready, and able to have happiness in my life. I am happiness. Again, I'm now willing, ready, and able to have happiness in my life. I am happiness. Amazing, brilliant. Magda, for you. Reassess and conscious. I am now willing, ready, and able to assess my life and to find my true calling. So we know that you're super capable. We know that. You have approval for that. This is the time to connect to it. Lisa Lee. Alice? Frustrated. What are you frustrated about? I now choose to see the big picture, not just the small. The big picture, and release and transform my frustration into love. Okay? Lena, your card. Opening up. Fantastic. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways that fulfill me. And this is what it's about. It's about fulfilling you to do what you need and want to do. 007. Stuck. Where are you stuck? I'm free from any sticky situations. I now choose to fly. I am free to fly. So I'll get you another card. Good. What was the last sentence here? I am free to fly. And then you got the free. I'm now free to be in my full potential and self-actualized. Perfection. Beautiful. Angela. Here we go. Wanting to change. You do. I now realize that change is important to my evolution. It is safe for me to change. How good is that? Okay, anyone else? Tamara, if you'll be listening again. Opa, 2 cards has jumped. Coming into the light. Coming into the light. I'm now part of the Universal Light Collective family. And of course, I have to check out which one. Oh, fallen down. That is very good. Tamara, for your birthday. Purposeful. I am now willing, ready, and able to act upon my true calling and clear purpose. And this is exactly what that I am at peace is. You are free. That is all so good. Anyone else that I have missed? Unmotivated and motivated. This is for you, Lululala. But it's not. It's for you, Irit. Unmotivated and motivated. Again, those are the witch's card. Say with me. I am now willing, ready, and able to be motivated and bring the spark back into my life. And I'll give another card to Lulu. Lulu, who is your role model? I am now willing, ready, and able to be a positive example. So even to your friends, Lihi, are you willing to be a role model and to show everyone how you're doing your homework, how you're playing, how you're sitting there? You don't need to be distracted by anything else because you are so perfect in what that you do. Karen, a card for you. Breaking free. Karen, you are breaking free. I am now willing, ready, and able to thrive. And I will add, find your proper match. Find your proper zivug. Amen. You just don't know who is watching you. What do you mean? Now, someone said take a card for myself, so I'll take a card for myself. Worthy. I am now worthy of love and all the good in the world. Amen. And may my right match will come. Shkoach, Kiva, shkoach. And may people will actually see the value and own and enjoy, because you know, a lot of time people tell me I actually create things for the future. People are not ready for what I have yet. So this one is really keeps me sane within all this craziness of this COVID. But despite, and believe me, I'm going through 5,000 million different things together. And this is all on the way to enlightenment, right? Let's all say it together. I am in the light. I am the light. I now share the light. I am in the light. I am the light. I now share the light. There you go. So, you know, when you are in a relationship and they tell you one thing, but then they do the other thing, and that goes against everything that they told you before, you can be baffled, right? When your parents tell you one thing and then they do another thing and they tell you to be quiet or move on, it's all the same pattern. Yet, as soon as you will say to yourself, I am worthy of love, I am worthy of work, I am worthy of beautiful friendship relationship, I am worthy on a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, family, social, and work, you will get everything. You will get everything that you want. Okay? Smolb. Would you like a card? Let me know. Here we go. I'll give you a card. Abundance. Whomever you are getting this abundance. I am now proud of my achievements and I am full of gratitude for my wonderful life. Abundance is everywhere. That is for you. So, do you have any questions, lovely people? Do you have any thoughts? Dion, I didn't give you a card. I'm not sure if you're here, Yasusisa. Dion, I am now willing, ready, and able to express my emotions in a constructive way. I communicate in a higher form of love. And Dion has 2 teenagers in the house doing homeschooling and working. Good luck to Dion. Good luck to each and every one of you that is doing homeschooling at home with children. Good luck to all of us who are trying to find work or to be at work or to manage work. It is all for all of us just to be connected in the most beautiful way. Okay? So please ask me anything that you want. Oh, 2 things, sorry. So mind, body, spirit is not happening. You're all welcome. Mind, body, spirit, unfortunately, is not happening, but every year I give a discount of buy 2, get the 3rd one in half price. The equal or lesser, of course, and you're welcome. I'm actually putting and you will see, if you're following me, you will see the code will be from the 11th until the 15th, which is the next weekend. You will be able to buy this. I will have the labels by then. And the discount code is Queen MBS. So you have to be able to just purchase if you want to pick up. Hopefully by then everything will be cleared. Seriously, I have amazing stuff. I actually have my house back because it was a production center for those of you who've seen my photos. But I do have a lot of stock that we were expecting a lot of people. I would love you guys to do some amazing shopping for amazing things. My pendants, magnesium oil, my book, my brilliant cards, the range, the scent of the soul. And I still don't know who wants to join the meditation or not. I need to create that. I'm sorry. Everything has just been going and going and going. Let me know. And I am definitely here for you. I'm still doing virtual sessions. People are still doing it. Bottom line, don't let your suppressed, traumatized part overcome your current, educated, amazing, wise side. Put them, speak to them, ask them, DM me, send me message, and I will let you know when you can come to pick up. Or I can send it to you, of course, but it's like whatever, $15 for whatever the postage is. Beautiful products made with so much love, with Reiki energy. Everything goes and beautiful energy, and I sage it all, and I'm sending it to people. I've actually created, I'm lighting one for me. I've made myself a special one, and they are also beautiful. And the scents are, I mean, look how stunning this is. What an amazing gift, right? And the baby one as well. Everything made with love and everything made for joy. So talk to me. Let's be in touch. I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Feel free to text me. Feel free to share it. And I love you all. Do you have any questions? Last time? Questions? Okay. And thank you so much. Any questions? No? Yes to meditation. Okay. Yes. I love you all. Take care, okay? Bye, everyone. Oh, do you think I know how to switch it off? It happens to me every week. So much fun. Here we go.